So let's take the advice from our previous speaker and take a deep breath. Now, I'd like to invite you to reach your hands out in front of you, stack your palms, breathe in, and bring your hands to your heart. Take another full round of breath, feeling your heartbeat underneath your hands. I can certainly feel mine right now. And you can place your hands back in your lap. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to open your heart today, as it will help you receive what I have to say. Conversations about race can be challenging, especially for white people. You may have felt some tension when I said the words white people, and that's okay. I have felt that way too. The weight of past and present day racism can make conversations about race feel off limits. And it's easy to avoid these conversations when it seems like the topic doesn't impact you. However, I believe these conversations are more important now than ever. Imagine a world where white people are actively engaged in building anti-racist communities, where your friends, family, classmates, and colleagues are collectively committed to liberation, expanding opportunities for everyone, and celebrating our differences rather than just tolerating them. For this vision to become a reality, white people have a key role to play in eliminating racism. And that role begins with each of us. So wherever you are on your journey of understanding, even if it's at the very beginning, there are 3 things you can do to build communities of belonging. First, embrace curiosity. Second, listen and act with love. And third, practice self-reflection. My own journey started with recognizing the privilege of my whiteness. It took me time to see it. My privilege was a part of my journey where I had to recognize there were differences between opportunities that I got with my Black and brown peers. My understanding of my privilege was gradual, and like for most white people, was delayed by a culture where everyone looked like me. In 2014, the Black Lives Matter movement and the murder of Michael Brown awakened me to the distinct realities of Black people in the United States. I got curious and had to ask myself, why did someone need to die in order for me to wake up to the lived realities of my friends, neighbors, and fellow Americans? I listened with love to my friends and colleagues who shared their own experiences of everyday racism. Things like being followed in stores by management, enduring racial slurs, and receiving poor treatment in healthcare. As I reflected, I recognized I had never felt any of those things. My own awakening required me to be curious, to be open to learning and understanding realities different from my own. So I welcome you all to get curious and ask yourself, how does racism impact my life? And if you think about it for a moment and you're like, I don't really know, that's okay. Activists have been sharing their experiences for centuries through books, film, art, and media. It's essential that we learn from the past to eliminate racism. The next step is to listen and act with love. Love goes beyond respect. It requires that we see and hear people exactly as they are. It requires vulnerability and that we lower our defenses. Often, when talking about race, white people can get defensive, awkwardly saying things like, well, my family didn't have slaves, or I have Latino friends, I can't be racist, or my family's Irish, so we know racism. We feel the need to be defensive, to prove we're not racist before we listen to any feedback at all. So let's take a step back. Imagine you're learning a new skill, and someone comes to you and offers you support so you could improve. You wouldn't shoo them away saying you already know everything. No. You would listen to their feedback, implement it so you could improve, both for you and for them, because they took the time to help you. It's the same with race. We must listen to feedback to dismantle racist systems, all guided by love. The third step is to practice thoughtful self-reflection. You can ask yourself, how does racism make me feel? What can I do about it? And who can I talk to help me process these feelings? This self-reflection is crucial for growth. However, this can be where white people get stuck in guilt. Guilt is a powerful emotion that can sink your ship before you even get in to take your anti-racist journey. So I urge you, don't let guilt and thoughts about the past paralyze you. Use your emotions to return to curiosity and acts of love. And use self-reflection to figure out why you want to eliminate racism and how it will impact our world. Lila Watson and other Aboriginal rights activists have said, if you have come here to help me, you're wasting your time. But if you have come because your liberation is bound up with mine, then let us work together. This prompts us to acknowledge that our well-being is interconnected, that my freedom is tied to yours, and that all people, but especially white people, must engage to build the communities we want. So I believe in a world where conversations about race aren't awkward, scary, or divisive. They're honest, kind, generative, and healing. I am not a perfect communicator, and you don't need to be perfect either. But I believe that our collective curiosity, love, and introspection will help us build the anti-racist communities where we all thrive. We're not fighting each other. We're building something beautiful together. A place where every person's story matters, where we celebrate our differences, and where belonging is a lived experience for everyone. To all of you in the audience today, but especially the white people, please keep your hearts open, because I need you to help us build this beautiful world where we all belong. Will you join me? Yeah. Woo! Thank you.